Assalamualaikum and good afternoon. Before I start, I want to introduce myself. My name is Muhammad Azruddin Rahman from 8240 2B. Today I want to present about photosynthesis and types of plants C3, C4 and CAM for subject AGR499. Okay, this is table of contents. We have 5. Number 1 is introduction. Number 2 is photosynthesis process. Number 3, types of photosynthesis. Number 4, importance and agriculture application. And the lastly is conclusion. So we go to the next page is introduction. In introduction, I want to talk about photosynthesis is allow plants to produce their own foods using sunlight. This amazing process enables plants to convert energy from the sun into chemical energy that they can use to grow and survive. In addition to sunlight, photosynthesis requires water and carbon dioxide, which plants absorb from the soil and the air. Using these raw materials, plants can produce glucose, which is their food, and oxygen, which they release into the movement. The chemical equation for photosynthesis is 6CO2 plus 6H2O plus light, and also get C6H12O6 plus 6O2. Photosynthesis is extremely important because it provides energy for plants and all other living organisms, produce oxygen that we breathe, and support agriculture by enabling plants to grow and provide food for humans and animals. Now, let's look at how photosynthesis happens inside a leaf. It consists of two main stages, light reaction and the dark reaction, also known as the Calvin cycle. In the light reaction, sunlight is absorbed by chlorophyll in the thyroid membrane to produce ATP and ADPH. Water molecules are split to release oxygen into the atmosphere. In the dark reaction or Calvin cycle, carbon dioxide is converted into glucose using the ATP and ADPH from the light reaction. This happens in the stomach and does not require light. To summarize, light reaction produces energy and oxygen, while the dark reaction produces glucose for the plant foods. Before I go to the next slide, I want to show you how does photosynthesis take place. Look at this plant. As you can see, its roots are entrenched to the ground, and through them the plant absorbs water and minerals in the soil. Water which minerals are transported up the stem reaching the leaf. The leaves are full of tiny pores called stomata which absorb carbon dioxide that the air in the surrounding contains. All this containing water minerals and carbon dioxide is called raw soap. The chlorophyll in the leaf has all the necessary ingredients for photosynthesis to take place, and when it receives sunlight, the process begins by transforming the raw sap into elaborate sap, which also circulates around the plants and works as foods. All plants feed from elaborate sap and they store its their roots like carrot or their fruit like an apple or berry. Now we know how photosynthesis takes. We go to the next page is types of photosynthesis that have C3, C4 and CAM plants. So I want to explain more at my video. In this video, we look at the difference between the three types of photosynthesis, C3, C4 and CAM. Most plants around 85% also carry out C3 photosynthesis. As we will see, the name C3 has to do with the type of carbon molecules produced during the process. C3 photosynthesis occurs in the mesophyll cells on the C3 plants, which are located just under the surface of the leaf and other tissue. Let's take a quick look at how photosynthesis occurs in these cells. During C3 photosynthesis, CO2 or called carbon dioxide is taken up and transported directly to the Calvin cycle, where it is fixed into 3 carbon molecules. Thus, the name is C3. If the stomata are open, CO2 moves in and oxygen moves out of the cell. But under hot or dry condition, when the stomata are closed, oxygen accumulates which inhibits the amount of C3 that can be made. Some plants have involved an adaptation that allows them to be successful in hot recognition. These plants carry out C4 photosynthesis instead of C3 photosynthesis. During C4 photosynthesis, CO2 moves into the mesophyll cell and is immediately fixed into a carbon molecules. Thus, the name is C4 photosynthesis. But the anatomy of C4 plants is different from that of C3 plants. A somewhat simplified version of this process is shown here. In a C4 leaf, chloroplasts are located in mesophyll cell, but they are also located in bundle-shaped cell, which surround the leaf bed. CO2 moves from the mesophyll cells into the bundle-shaped cells, where the Calvin cycle occurs. This shields the plant from the oxygen build-up that would otherwise occur when the stomata are closed during dry condition. A second way of addressing the problem of oxygen is to change of the timing photosynthesis. This is called CAM. Photosynthesis and in many ways is similar to C4 photosynthesis, except the timing of the process change. During CAM photosynthesis, CO2 is taken up during the night when the stomata are open and is fixed into a 4 carbon molecules. Is it then stored until daylight as immediately molecules, which give the CAM cycle its name. This adaptation allows photosynthesis to occur in drier climates than in both C3 and C4 photosynthesis. A great example of CAM plants is the cactus. Let's do a quick review. During C3, photosynthesis CO2 is taken up and transported directly to Calvin cycle. The C4 pathway alters the location of photosynthesis, and the CAM pathway changes the timing. Both of these adaptations allow some plants to survive in environments that are less than ideal for the typical C3 plants. Okay, we go to the next slide is importance and agriculture application. To understanding the types of photosynthesis helps farmers select crops suitable for the climate and apply appropriate strategies such as irrigation, fertilization, and shading. For example, rice is C3 required with paddy field. However, maize C4 thrives in hot and dry area. Also, pineapple CAM grow well in semi-arid soil. In conclusion, photosynthesis is vital for plants and humans. C3, C4, and CAM plants help adapt to different climates. This knowledge is essential to increase crop yield and support sustainability. Without photosynthesis, there is no life. Subhanallah, how amazing is Allah Subhanahu wa Ta'ala creation. So that's all for me. Thank you for staying tuned in my video. Assalamualaikum.